Race and Place is grounded in the belief that experiences in the outdoors directly shape our relationships to the natural world.
America's Outdoors is a place full of wonder, beauty, nature, relaxation, and reflection. An estimate of over 300 million visitors come to our national parks, state parks, local forests, trails, and other wildland areas per year.
We'll be taking these student groups out into the outdoors, hiking, rock climbing to local wild places, and encouraging them to consider their connection and their relationship to the natural world.
But we also know the vast majority of the people who use these parks are older, white, and do not represent the diversity of our U.S. population. Race in Place is a program at Indiana University's Bloomington campus specifically designed to introduce ourselves to the of populations of color and location. This program and its objectives are rooted in the history of a famous group of African American contributors to our national parks, the Buffalo Soldiers. When America created its first national parks in the mid-19th century, there was no National Park Service, just a strong desire by conservationists to save some very special places from development and ownership by individuals. Yet, with no one to protect the newly created parks in California at Sequoia National Park, the U.S. Army was called in to assist. And this is when young black men became the first park rangers, the first stewards of America's outdoor parks. In 1903, Charles Young, the third black graduate of West Point Military Academy and a seasoned officer in the cavalry, served as captain of a black cavalry company at the Presidio of San Francisco. At the time, the military supervised the national parks, and due to limited funding, the Army assigned personnel for short-term assignments to patrol and protect the park during the summers. Captain Young led his company of Buffalo Soldiers up to the Sierra Nevada Mountain National Parks every spring, where they served as the first park rangers. Young, who was the acting superintendent of Sequoia and General Grant National Parks, was the first black superintendent of a national park. He supervised payroll accounts and directed activities of the rangers. Young's greatest impact on the park was managing road construction, which helped to improve the underdeveloped park and enable more visitors to travel within it. Captain Young and his troops completed a wagon road to the giant forest, home of the world's largest trees, and a road to the base of the famous Morro Rock. By mid-August, wagons of visitors were able to enter the mountaintop forest for the first time. With the end of the brief summer construction season, Young was transferred on November 2, 1903, and reassigned as the troop commander of the 10th Cavalry at Presidio. The Race in Place also has a speaker on race, diversity, and the outdoors, and will explore the many issues and histories of the outdoors. Fearn, former Deputy Director of the National Park Service, leading authority on inclusion, diversity, innovation, and creativity in parks, and now Professor of Practice at North Carolina State University, will deliver a lecture on November 4th at noon.